Now, if you give attention to the present moment, you become aware of whatever it is that you feel within. And then you need to be aware within and without. That's part of the present moment. So that your attention is not completely absorbed by whatever it is that you feel, because there's also the vastness of the outside world. And so presence, to be present means to be present within and without. You're in both worlds. So you acknowledge whatever it is you feel inside you at this moment. Be also very vigilant to see whether there are any associated thoughts with that feeling. Are there certain thoughts that go through your head that reflect what it is that you feel? For example, if you feel depressed, do you have thoughts that are telling you that life is, after all, not worth living, or whatever the thoughts are saying, that people suck, life sucks, I suck, we all suck, I don't want to be here. That kind of thought. So you need to observe, be aware as far as the inside is concerned, be aware both on the level of the emotions and feelings and the level of mind activity. What kind of thoughts, and so it requires vigilance so that you don't indulge without knowing it in unconscious thinking. And you can't separate the unconscious thinking and the feelings. What kind of mind activity accompanies those unpleasant feelings? And to see whether this mind activity actually feeds the unpleasantness that you feel, or the suffering that you feel. That's a very important thing. What role does your mind play in all this? Watch out for what kind of thoughts. It might even be helpful to write them down if they're repetitive thoughts. See what kind of repetitive thoughts you can catch, because they can obscure your awareness so quickly, right? Especially old thoughts that come again and again and again. They become part of your fictitious identity of the self, the egoic self. So you carry with you then the burden of an unhappy self. I remember that. I had that too. Carrying the burden of an unhappy self. That is, and that is what motivates you to awaken. That's a good sign. That means presence is arising, and it is gradually dissolving this pain body in you. But your work is not to renew the pain body through unconscious thinking. So you need to be really alert and watch your mind, so that you don't create more suffering by unconscious mind activity. You're not feeding it with your mind anymore, and you're not feeding it by being drawn into insane drama in relationships. So you're watching it. There it is. It may not be pleasant, but it's not that bad. Your presence is infinitely more powerful, and it doesn't even fight the pain body. It just, by shining the light of awareness on it, it gradually dissipates. Or a better way of putting it, it gets transmuted, because the energy is not lost. There is enormous life energy in it, but it's trapped. It's trapped energy, so it's felt as negative. When that's freed, it becomes part of presence. It is fuel for presence. The pain body is fuel for presence. That's amazing.